I said if they'd win, I'd make this video. What is going on, YouTube family? It is the King, Maximilian, back at it again with another game-changing video. I'm very excited. I am a die-hard New York Football Giants fan, as you can see by my custom jersey. It actually has my last name on it, Robinson. But other than that, let me just say I'm very appreciative of Big Blue today. They really helped me out because I've been very, very disappointed in the way they've been playing recently. 0-2, you're going on the road in Cleveland. Got a big game. Very tough environment. Cleveland did make the playoffs last year, so they are a good team. Myles Garrett got a pretty good defense. Then you look, Denzel Ward, you got a lot of playmakers. And then on the offensive side, I didn't even know Deshaun Watson was going to be playing today, but he did. I was worried about that. You got Amari Cooper, who did torch the crap out of us today. But good props to him. He played a good game. Just glad we got the win, though. And then Jerry Jeudy. Surprised because I know he's a playmaker. Didn't really do that well today. But either way, we got the win. So I'm very happy about that. Just wanted to go just overall brief, because I want to keep this video kind of short, but I will see how long it lasts. Probably going to keep it to about 15 minutes. So aiming for that. So with the Giants, our biggest issue is we always run out of gas. That's just been my assumption. I love the defense. The defense has a lot of guys. Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. I'm starting to really like, what's his name? Number 3, Deonte Banks. I'm really starting to like our defense a lot. I knew they were going to be pretty good this year, but they always burn out. They burn out because the offense isn't doing their job. But Malik Neighbors, thank God for Malik Neighbors. That guy is a gamer. Very glad I can confidently say he's our best player. I was going to say if we lost today, the only guy that's really been doing pretty well this year has been Jamie Gillen, the punter. So props to him. But I just feel like with the Giants, man, they give you some glimpses of like, this team can play, man. And then there's just weeks where, for the most part, they haven't stepped up. I really feel like this team, with this play calling, has really been good. Today's game, I'm only basing it off of today, guys. So don't jump on me saying you're delusional. Don't do that yet. I just am happy we finally won a game, and it's only September. So let me be happy for a couple days. Now with that said, what I'm going to do in this video, can the New York Giants turn it around this year? Can they make the playoffs? Can they get close at least? My projection has been 7 wins. That was my projection at the start of the year. I know I didn't make a video on it, but I did say the best they could do is 7 wins. But, if they can keep this kind of momentum, they just beat a really good team. I think the Browns are pretty good. They just beat a good team, so I want to see how this can translate moving forward. Well, we do have the Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. That isn't a really good game for us because the Cowboys have owned us over the past couple years. But you got to think about this. Washington, we lost to them. They did get a little bit better over the offseason. They picked up a good quarterback and Jaden Daniels. Very, very good for them. I'm happy for them. I wish we could have got him. But then I wasn't thinking like that because I was like, Malik Neighbors is a gamer. So I'm happy we got him. Not going to be mad about the Daniel Jones stuff. All I feel about Daniel Jones is like, man, this guy gotta be consistent. I'm trying to speak nice about him because he is our quarterback. But that guy, man, there are some times where he shows glimpses of good stuff, and then another game he just flops. I really want to believe in this guy, but I still think this might be his last season with us. That's just me. But I'm going to still keep talking. I feel like this is our year to really make an improvement. We got to see where we're going to land here, because I said 7 wins is a possibility. I'm going to say it like this. So I'm going to talk about the schedule, and then I'm also going to talk about moving forward other teams in like the NFL playoff picture. I'm just going to name teams. I'm not going to give seeding really, but I might. I'm going to give seeding, possibly. All right, I'll just say it. We're going to give seeding. And we're going to see how many teams from NFC and AFC make the playoffs and some of their ceilings. I'm going to leave it at that. But when it comes to the Giants, great win today. Very hard fought win. They did lock us down in the second half, but I'm just glad we got a win, man. Thank God. Now, with that said, we got to look forward. I'm just going to do wins, losses. I'm going to talk somewhat about each team, but wins and losses mainly. So, with that said, Cowboys and Giants, Thursday Night Football, who I got? I'm feeling very optimistic because, like I said, with Washington did get better, but the Giants, I feel like, did get better this year. Because we did lose Saquon, guys. Listen up. We lost Saquon Barkley, but you got to think about it this way. Do you want just a fancy running back, or do you want a protected O-line? I think we improved the O-line. We still got a pretty good running back, I feel like, in Devin Singletary. He's gonna have a good year. He did struggle a little bit today, did a fumble and all that, and I didn't like how Eric Gray fumbled the other running back. Yeah, so those kind of things we got to fix. But I still like our running back room. Tyrone Tracy Jr., I believe. Very good guy. I like his game. So with that said, I think we still got a pretty deep running back room. Cowboys versus Giants, who wins? Like I said, we did get better this year, I feel like. Washington did get better, but not as much as we did, at least in my opinion. They got Austin Eckler. They beat us. Cowboys, Giants at home. Giants are at home. I think this can honestly be an upset. I'm going to be optimistic here. If our play calling remains similar to how we did today, I can pick the Giants in an upset here. Why? We're at home. I know that doesn't really help us like that because we do have an all-time, from MetLife Stadium, an all-time losing record at home from the last time I checked. But I'm going to say the Giants win in a thriller here. I'm going to say maybe like 24-21. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to just say that anyway. Yeah, Giants win this game. I think the Cowboys did not get better this offseason. They're not good with the run. If we still play to our strengths here, Devin Singletary has been pretty good for us recently. He scored a touchdown today, and he also scored a touchdown in the Washington game. He's a guy that we really need moving forward to do well. If we can stick to that, and Malik Neighbors can have a good game again, I think we can upset the Cowboys at home. That's my opinion. Giants, Seahawks. Giants travel on the road to Seattle. We lost to them 2 years ago in another game like that. It wasn't pretty, but I thought we should have won that game back in the day. However, what about today? Not today, but yes, my prediction for today. I think Seattle wins. That's just my assumption. I think Seattle wins because Geno Smith, he's probably going to have another revenge game on us. And they're at home, so it's going to be pretty hard. DK Metcalf will probably have a big game against our secondary. That's my assumption there. Bengals Giants, Sunday Night Football, back at the Meadowlands. This is another game where I feel like the Giants have a chance here. Yeah, they got Jamar Chase, but who else they got? T. Higgins, okay. Joe Mixon, okay. I still feel like the Giants can pull this off. They can, and I think they will. I'm going to be biased here, but I really feel like the Giants can win that game. So that's 2 wins that I'm predicting. I think the Cowboys, Giants in an upset. Giants lose on the road in Seattle. Giants beat the Bengals at home. And then here we go. Eagles, Giants. Man, oh man, I hate the Eagles. But they are a good team. Who do I think could really pull this game off? I think it'll be interesting. A lot of Eagles fans talking smack like, oh, we're going to blow out the Giants. I think with our improved team, we may shock people. But I'm going to say, it hurts me to say it. I'm going to say the Eagles win. It's going to be close, I feel like, because a lot of people don't see the Giants as a big threat in this game. But at home, you got Saquon coming back. It'll be a close game, but I think the Eagles take it. That's just my opinion. All right, Giants Steelers in Pittsburgh. That's going to be a rough game. So I'm going to just go ahead and say the Steelers win. I like the Giants and the way they played today, but you can't count on them right now to play and continue like that. I gotta see both sides of the story here. So I'm gonna pick the Steelers. They got TJ Watt and Justin Fields. I'm very happy for him. I didn't think he would get the start, but I'm very happy for him and the way he's been playing. So very happy for Justin Fields. I think the Steelers, they're at home. They feed off of that crowd. I think they might have Minka Fitzpatrick too, but I'm just naming names here. I'm not the expert, but I do like my analysis here. So, Steelers win that game. They're at home. Commanders, Giants. Giants are back at home against Washington. I'm going to pick the Giants here. Revenge game for beating us in Landover. They used to be called FedEx Field. I think they changed the name to something else. I don't know. But Giants get that win at home against the Commanders. Makeup game. Giants-Panthers. I like the Giants here. They get another win. Buccaneers-Giants. I think this can go either way after what I just saw today, after the Broncos and Bo Nix went down to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and beat the Bucs pretty bad. I'm very surprised about that. So this can go either way based off of what I just saw. I know there's a lot of life left in the season, but based off of that, Giants being at home, I really want to pick the Giants, but I think the Bucs will win. Just my assumption. Giants, Cowboys in Dallas. Giants lose that. It's in Dallas. Cowboys play to their crowd. Big win for the Cowboys. They keep going. Like I said, Giants lose that game. Saints, Giants. Giants are at home. I feel like this could go either way. Why? Saints are inconsistent. I'm speaking my mind here. Saints do have a good defense. I like Chase Young. We are familiar with his game. But it's going to depend on how the Giants stop the defense. How the Giants stop the Saints offense. I feel like we can do a little bit something with their D-line and defense in general. I know they got Tyrann Mathieu back there. I really just feel like Malik Neighbors, after what I just saw today, is going to really have a good year. We got to feed him. We got to feed to our strengths. Devin Singletary's got to stop his fumbles. But being optimistic here after what I just saw today, the Giants are at home. I'm still going to take the Saints, but that is a good game. I feel like it's a close game. Yes, based off of what I've seen today, we got to keep it up. But Saints win that game, I'll be fair. Ravens-Giants, Giants at home. I think this is another game that could go either way because we did beat Lamar Jackson not too long ago. That was the year when we made the playoffs. We beat him. It was a close game. We have a chance here, but I'm going to say the Ravens. Yeah, hurts me because I really do love my team, but I got to be fair there. I think the Ravens win. Giants-Falcons. Another game where the Giants, I did not think the Falcons were really going to be that good this year. I'm very surprised by it, but I just know based off of what I've seen, Falcons are pretty scary. Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Kirk Cousins. I don't know their defense that too well, but I just know that Falcons can pull off a win here and they're at home. So Falcons win. That's that. Colts-Giants. Giants at home. I think Giants can win that game. I'm just going to say the Giants. And then lastly, Giants-Eagles. This game is not really going to matter to us, but I like our options. I like to be optimistic. I hope we can at least beat the Eagles one time this year because Saquon's on the Eagles and I don't like the Eagles. But I think they do the season sweep this year. Eagles win, they're at home. Now, with that said, I didn't count all the wins, but based off of what I said, I think I might have counted like maybe 4 wins because I said, based off of what I did in my analysis, I said Giants beat the Cowboys, Bengals, so that's 2 right there. Commanders, Panthers, and Colts. I know I said the Giants, it was a toss-up with Tampa Bay, but like I said, it's going along the same lines that I already said to begin the season. I said 7 wins is probably our best. I love the Giants, but I gotta be fair here. We're a hard-fighting team, but we're not there yet. This is probably Daniel Jones' last season with us, but I'm okay with that. We gotta move forward with our young core. So, based off of that analysis, we got 6 wins. Not too far off from what I originally said. All I'm gonna do now, because I want to be fair to other NFL fans, I'm gonna do NFL standings, and based off of that, I'm gonna say NFC teams that I think will make the playoffs because there's 7 in each conference, and AFC teams that'll make the playoffs. I might throw maybe the NFC and AFC championship game in there, but that's about it. And then Super Bowl, of course. So, from what I've seen so far, I'm gonna say the teams that make the playoffs, wow, Steelers are 3-0. That is impressive. I guess I got to go with the hot hand here, man. Steelers are very impressive. They make the playoffs every year. So, I'm not doing seedings right now. I'm just naming teams. So, I'm going to say the Steelers, they make the playoffs. Ouch. I'm going to come back to the AFC North in a bit. But I'm going to say Steelers make the playoffs. Chiefs. Chargers. Bills. So that's 4. I don't like the Jets, but I'm going to say they make it. So 5, Jets. 6, Texans. And I'm going to say one of the teams from the AFC North. Ravens. I'm not watching the Ravens-Cowboys game right now, but based off of that, that's going to determine to me who makes the playoffs. It's going to be between the Browns or the Ravens. And based off of today, I got to say the Ravens. I think they'll turn it around, so that's 7. I said Steelers, Browns. Oh, no, my bad. Steelers, Ravens, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Jets, Texans. That's the AFC. And I think from that, the AFC Championship game will consider the Chiefs and probably it'll be a tough one. I think the Jets' ceiling is the AFC Championship game. I think that's the Jets' ceiling this year. But Bills are doing pretty good. And you never know what the Steelers or the Ravens are going to do. So, I'll be a little bit biased here. I think the Ravens will turn it around this year. I'm going to say AFC Championship, Chiefs, Jets. See, I coined a flip there because I thought y'all were going to think. Y'all thought I was going to choose the Ravens. I'm going to say the Jets. I don't like them, but they do have a really good team this year. So Aaron Rodgers, props to you. I think, personally, you should have more than one championship, but that's just me. With your skill level, you should have more than one championship. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here, and I'm going to say you make the AFC Championship game in your first official year with the New York Jets. So props to you. I still think the Chiefs win that and go to the Super Bowl. Now with the NFC, Vikings. How about them Vikings, man? They're playing really good. They surprised me the first game of the season. Did not expect them to do that. But they are doing really good. I got to give them their credit. And based off of that, they are 3-0. Very hot right now. I'm going to say, based off of the teams that make it in the NFC, I got the Vikings. I got the Packers. I'm going to come back to that one, possibly. Because the Bears, even though they're 1-2, they got a lot of playmakers. And, oh my gosh, the Lions. I didn't even think about them. It's a dogfight in the NFC North. So, I might have to come back to that. But right now, I'm going to say Vikings, Packers, Seahawks. Might have to come back to that one too because the Cardinals are a bit surprising this year. Oh, wait a minute. Crap. The Niners. Forget the Cardinals. I got to think about the Niners. So, that's 4 teams. There's Vikings, Packers, Seahawks, Niners. That's 4, so 3 more. I hate them to death, but the Eagles. Okay, maybe not to death, but I don't like the Eagles, but they're going to make it, so that's 5. I'm going to say the Cowboys make the playoffs, but I don't like them either. So that's 6. And then it's going to be a dogfight between the Saints and the Bucks. And based off of what I'm seeing, I still believe in Tampa, so I'm going to say 7, the Bucks. I like, based off of that, I know I left out the Lions. I know I left out some good teams. The Bears, well, they're not really good, but I left out a few good teams. So, I think it'll still round up fine. I'm going to say NFC Championship game this year will consist of... Ooh, this is a tough one. NFC Championship game this year is going to consist of... Killing a bug right now, sorry. So, NFC Championship game. Watch out for the Packers, because they might do something this year. NFC Championship game. I'm going to say the Packers. I know it's crazy, but I'm going to say the Packers here. They got a chance to do something. Packers. And I want to say the Niners. I think they'll turn it around. They are a playoff team. They are a postseason team. They can turn it around. I know a lot of people are like, you're hating on the Eagles. I am a little bit, because Jalen Hurts has to be a better passer. He hasn't really developed that to a lot of people. They say, oh, Jalen Hurts can do it all. He can run. He can do read options well. And I know they still got the tush push and all that. But you got to think about the entire picture. He's got Saquon to feed, Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. A lot of egos there. So you're going to have to learn how to navigate that. And it is their first season all together. I know I'm being a little biased because I said Saquon's new. But you got to think about the full picture here, man. They have what it takes to make the NFC Championship game. And I think the Packers make it because they are very damn consistent. So I'm going to say Packers, Niners. I will say the Niners still win because it is basically setting up a rematch of the Super Bowl. And I think, based off of the politicalness of the NFL, I think the Chiefs still win. So that's my Super Bowl prediction. That's how I feel about how it rounds out. But don't sleep on the Eagles. Don't sleep on the Packers. And I think the Ravens, I know they're playing Dallas right now. And once that happens, I'll be surprised if they lose. But I really think this analysis is very good. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. And of course, please, if you're new, subscribe, like my content, tell me what you think. If you think I'm crazy, tell me in the comment section what you think. And with that said, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure if you're new, like I said, subscribe, like, follow the gram at KingMaxMillion. It would mean a lot to me. Hope all is well. Everybody take care.